Welcome to Crypto Daily. My name is Dustin Knaus, and be sure to follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts. And please, leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Ethereum is facing a bomb that will go off in the blockchain, causing it to become more difficult to mine and virtually unprofitable. This difficulty bomb was created when the network was, in order to force the developers to change the project from proof of work to proof of stake. Right now, the core developers are falling into a time crunch and trying to decide the best use of resources. At the moment, they can either continue to work on the merge, which is informally known as Ethereum 2, or pull resources away from the merge to rework and delay the difficulty bomb, which has been done twice before, but is a very time-consuming process. By making the switch to the proof-of-work stake, Ethereum will become a green blockchain and no longer pull all of the electricity that proof-of-work blockchains use. As for the merger to proof-of-stake, it's been put off from Q2 of this year to Q3. Now that puts the timing of the merge and the bomb a bit too close for comfort in the minds of some investors. Developers have a really tough choice. Either delay the merge and continue to get criticism for the environmental impact and running on a slower blockchain, which have both been a big criticism in the past, or risk having the difficulty bomb hit and making the network no longer profitable for miners. At the moment, it looks like they're planning to use all of their resources to make the merge happen, but I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. It's honestly a really stressful time, but when the merge does happen, it's going to be incredibly helpful for all investors and users of Ethereum. Normally, you hear me talk about new companies accepting crypto payments. But interestingly enough, Wikipedia has gone the opposite direction and stopped taking crypto payments after 8 years. Previously, Wikipedia would accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash through BitPay, but due to a 3-month debate about the pros and cons of crypto from the community members, the Wikimedia Foundation decided to do a poll. 70% of respondents said that they want to discontinue all crypto payments. Wikimedia Foundation Community Relations Specialist Julia Brungs said that crypto donations made up 0.08% of the foundation's revenue last year, and that the foundation has never really held crypto. In January, Brungs wrote, "In the last financial year, the most used cryptocurrency was Bitcoin. We have never held cryptocurrency and spot convert donations daily into fiat currency, which doesn't have a significant environmental impact." Well, now it's time to turn our focus over to the world of NFTs. Square Enix seemed to be very dedicated to pushing into NFTs, despite many of its fans calling for them not to. In fact, the company just made a deal with Swedish gaming firm Embracer to sell 2 gaming studios, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Interactive, and the game series Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, Legacy of Kain, and others for $300 million. Square Enix plans to use those funds to invest in new blockchain, AI, and cloud services. We'll see how that deal pays off for them. Those are some really big names in gaming, with a lot of value behind them if new games are developed correctly. Do you remember going to video rental stores to rent VHS tapes? Then remember DVDs coming out and special editions with special features like behind-the-scenes footage or director's commentary? Well, now we're in the world of streaming. So the question is, what's next? And is it possible to blend the streaming world and the special features into one? Ultimately, the answer is yes, thanks to NFTs. Drew Richardson wrote an interesting article in Bold TV about how he predicts the next step for entertainment and the movie industry is NFTs. And it might even replace streaming services since NFTs can be anything. Right now, people are moving away from streaming services like Netflix, where fees continue to go up, password sharing is getting cracked down on, and ads are being incorporated even more. Plus, with so many services, it's impossible to get everything you want in one or even 2 places anymore. Wallets are being stretched thin. With NFTs, movie lovers can get a unique experience catered specifically to them, with extra features or digital art that others may not get. Although we are a bit far from the majority of people adopting blockchain, it's certainly possible that this will be the next step for movies and television, especially if the streaming war continues to divide people and drain their wallets. Be sure to follow our show wherever you get your podcasts. Also, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or a comment on YouTube. It really does help the show. I'm Dustin Knaus, and thank you for joining me today.